Hello, YouTube. This is my first time. Actually, I think I went live, but then they changed it. I'm here to answer any questions that anyone has on their current situation. These are going to be free readings. So I'm just going to wait a minute for whoever to pop in the chat. And yeah, I had to reach 1,000 subscribers to go live. So this is very exciting for me. This is probably not the ideal time because it's Monday in the middle of the workday. So let's just see who pops in, okay? I've never done this before, so I don't even know how to see the names. I see that one person is in here, but I can't see who it is, okay? So let me see if I can. Sorry guys, I'm here, but Hi Oakley. Okay, cool, I got you. So I'm here taking any love questions you guys have. It's my first time doing a YouTube live, so I had to get to 1,000 subscribers before I could do it. So here I am if you had any questions regarding your current dynamic in love. Hi, Lubu. So good to see you guys. Thanks for joining my chat. I know it's a weird time. I don't know where you guys are in the world, but it is currently 1:30 on a Monday and on the East Coast of the US. So it's kind of not prime time, but I just thought I'd pop on here because I had time and just want to connect with you guys. So for those who just came in, this is my first live chat and you can ask me any questions. Hope bye. It's 7:30. Oh yeah, I know. It's so crazy. I have friends in Europe and like they're like asleep by the time I'm like really mentally awake. So, um if you guys have any questions, yeah, I know. I keep tapping on this because I'm not sure how to continue to see the live chat here. So, okay. If you guys, hey James, thanks for always commenting on my videos and I really appreciate it. And you read my mind. I was gonna go live, but I was kind of waiting for the perfect time, but I feel like what time is better than now? You know, I know we're all kind of always waiting for everything. So if you guys have any specific questions, I'm here to take them free of charge. It's the best way to do it. Yeah, so it is like I said, I keep looking at the clock. It's 1:30, Philadelphia. It has been cold weather here, and now all of a sudden today it's super hot and it's super warm. So like I'm feeling the heat like it's summer. It's just a very strange time. And if nobody has any questions, I'm not going to stay on here too long, but I'll probably come back on later. Thanks, James, to, take some questions because I don't want to waste your guys' time, but I appreciate you guys for joining me. Oh, yeah, I know Europe gets pretty cold pretty fast there. I have a friend in Germany, actually. Um, Thank you, Lubu. Yeah, I just thank you guys for your loyalty. I'm really excited. I just got to 1,000 subscribers a week or so ago, and that was kind of the benchmark for me to start doing more things on YouTube that I want to do. So if you guys have any suggestions, as you know, I put out two. I have a question. I'm a Capricorn sun in a relationship with another Capricorn. We have a lot of fire in our charts, and often we have trouble communicating. Often tips. Okay. Um, so I don't know if you know that I'm a Capricorn as well, and I understand the battle of wits with two Capricorns because Capricorns want to be the boss, and depending on the rest of your chart, sometimes one person is willing to take the back seat to another Capricorn if they have more like placements that allow them to do that. But it is kind of hard with two Capricorns, but I also feel like I have a lot of Capricorns in my life, and that Capricorns get each other. So what was like your actual question? Like how can you let me see. How did you get into readings? So Oh, okay, you said you have a lot of trouble communicating. You know what? I'm not going to even pull tarot for that because it's like you kind of already know the situation. I'm going to pull this when Spirit speaks. Choices wanted to come out just now. I've actually never seen that card. Overwhelmed, lessons, and hardened. I don't know if that resonates with you, but when I pulled choices, I feel like, thank you so much, Lubu. I feel like, you know, when you get into these fights, like you're kind of, every time you fight, you're at a crossroad of like, are you going to do what you did last time, or are you going to take a different path in this fighting, right? And it's like overwhelming, but it's also kind of like a lesson and a choice that you have. Like you don't have to react. It might actually be better to be more hardened, I guess is the message I'm getting, and not so emotionally reactive. I feel like inside you could feel like this, but you have a choice to like view this as a lesson and kind of take a step back and not engage so much like emotionally in this fight. Okay, yeah, choices. I shuffled it and it was still here, so I feel like every time you have thank you so much. Every time you are at that point where you're fighting, I feel like you have a choice, and know that you're not powerless. Like you don't have to react in the way that you feel inclined to. Okay. James was asking me how I got into readings. I don't know if you're still in here, James. It's a really long story, but I will say that I was always into astrology from the time I was like 12, and I used to pull these cards in high school with my best friend, but they weren't like tarot cards. I wish that I could remember the, oh, thank you. I wish I could remember the deck. It was so weird. It was like just pictures. I think there were words. It was kind of like oracle, but they were very like before oracle cards became a thing, and like it would like really like, I remember not, I wasn't as like, because I feel like I've been on a spiritual journey that I've been conscious of like since my mid 20s, but even before I was aware of the fact that I was very spiritual and emotionally intuitive, those cards would put me in like a mood, like, and we were just kind of doing it for fun. But anyways, that stopped, and then I did a lot of spiritual things throughout my 20s, and then a couple years ago, I decided I wanted to stop getting readings from people because I was spending a lot of money on readings, and I wanted to learn. I bought a tarot deck for myself just so I could pull for myself, and I didn't have to keep going to reading, like getting readings from people. So I just started teaching myself, and that was in September of 2017, and then I taught myself for a year, and then I work out between Chris and I, or will I meet someone new who I'll end up with? Okay, Chris and I. So yeah, and then that's kind of the story. I mean, there's more to it, but that's pretty much the basis of it. Okay. I've got 7 of Cups and I've got 8 of Cups. Okay. But I've got Ace of Pentacles. I think you have a decision right now to make. Either you or Chris, whether or not you're going to stick together or you're going to walk away with this 8 of Cups. It's very interesting. So 7 of Cups is like choices, and 8 of Cups is walking away and abandoning a situation. But either way, the last card I got is Ace of Pentacles. So there is going to be a new beginning of some sort, a tangible, solid foundation that starts out of this. So the crossroads that you're at, I feel like is going to bring you to your ultimate destiny, whatever that is, okay? Oh, thank you. Honestly, it took me a long time, and also just doing it a lot on myself and doing it a lot on friends. So, but yeah, I do feel like there is a new beginning on the horizon, and whether that's with Chris or not, there is going to be a departure from what has been, and it's going to go to a new stable beginning is the feeling I'm getting, okay? So hopefully that resonated. I couldn't pronounce your... Thank you, James. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Kusera. Okay. Was that who asked? Okay. Yeah. Kusera, I like that. Yeah, so anyone else have any questions? I see that there's like numbers are fluctuating, obviously, but I had 5 and 4. I don't know if it's someone new, but if it is someone new, I am taking any love questions you have. And yeah. So yeah, it's a constant learning curve, you know. I was just doing readings for some friends the other day, and they were asking me a lot of astrology questions, and I'm like, I'm not an astrologist, you know. I have been studying astrology since I'm 12, but that was like, I can tell you all the well, my husband and I get back together, we've been through so much. Oh, I told him I couldn't handle him in and out, so goodbye. Not sure if he'll come back. It is what it is. I do feel like Kusera, there's a new beginning, the Ace of Pentacles. That's an awesome, awesome card to get. There's nothing more solid you could stand on starting over with that. So if there was an 8 of Cups and a 7 of Cups and someone walked away, there's definitely going to be a new beginning of some sort. Will your husband and you get back together? I'm using the Cosmic Tarot deck, by the way. This is kind of like my go-to deck. I don't even know why, but it just became that after all the decks that I accumulated. And your husband. I got the Empress. I don't know. And the King of Cups. Wow. Wow. And the Prince of Cups. Okay. I do feel, thank you. I feel like, is your either husband's a water sign, water in his chart, or very emotionally like developing, and you're the Empress. You could be a Libra, Taurus, or just be a very like beautiful divine feminine. But I feel like there's a maturity process going on here with your husband, okay? So I do feel like he has in the past been he's been emotional, but it's been kind of limited, and I feel like he's growing into like learning how to be in control of his emotions. But these are very positive cards. I feel like he is a good... Yeah, I know. I love the moon and stars. He is a good emotional counterpart. I do think he's moving from the Page of Cups to the King of Cups, but this is you. I feel like regardless of what happens, you are a woman that can stand on your own, and you are solid in yourself, and you're going to continue to grow through this process of becoming the ultimate Empress. He's a Pisces. Oh, that's so cool. So you're going to keep, you know, taking care of yourself and being the ultimate Empress that you are. And through that, he's going to also learn how to emotionally mature. Okay. So I feel like you guys are on the right path. There's nothing majorly negative here. Okay. Yep. The Empress is a Libra. So that's pretty cool. Marielina. Any other questions? My number is going down and up, so I don't know who's coming in, who's leaving, who's coming, who's going. I love Mystic Moon. Will my boyfriend and I stay together? And if so, what is the next phase of our relationship? Okay. Will your boyfriend and you stay together? Wow. 3 of Pentacles flew out the gates here. I feel, I don't know if you're dealing with this, if your boyfriend's a Scorpio, there's a lot of changes happening. The Empress can be seen as an Aries. No, it's not. It's a Libra, or it could be a Taurus. But yeah, you're welcome. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of erratic changes with your boyfriend and you things could end, but they could also just be transforming, because I got the Death and the Wheel of Fortune, very significant changes happening and maybe unexpected changes, okay? But also you could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Sagittarius. I feel like you're either going to collaborate on some like work thing together, or there could be potentially, I don't want to throw this out there, but a third party situation happening. But I feel Three of Cups is more third party, but Three of Pentacles, any threes, feel like could be. This is for Oakley, so I'll get back to you after this one, Mariellen. I don't want you to get confused and think I already pulled this for you, but I do potentially see a third party situation or a group community effort, okay? But like the Death and the Wheel of Fortune is a lot of erratic changes, okay? I don't know if that resonated with you or not. So Marielina, you want to see if there's a third party situation, okay? I'm going to pull from the Silver Witchcraft Tarot. This is my other go-to right now. Knight of Pentacles. Is there a third party? The Chariot. And the Eight of Wands. I don't think there's a third party situation. I think what it is that this is very interesting. These are all cards about movement and speed of movement. I love it, okay? So Eight of Wands is very fast moving, like a lot of energy, a lot of communication, a lot of forward movement. Knight of Pentacles is about slow movement, okay? Very slow movement. There's no movement that could be any slower than Knight of Pentacles. And then the Chariot is about fast movement again. So I feel like he could either be like coming in, coming out, and it's not a third party situation. I think it's more, because I got Seven of Cups. No, I didn't get Seven of Cups. I think it's more of a hesitation, like he feels the charge, like, because Chariot's also, we've got some Cancer energy, Virgo energy here. I don't know if that's relevant. Not that those are parties involved, but just the energy. Chariot is very much like, I'll ask next, James. So Chariot's very much about like your heart center and like what you really want. So I feel like there is like a passionate desire there, but there's also a need for like things to move slowly because he's not necessarily ready. So I feel like he wants to move fast, but he knows that it's not the right thing, okay? Hopefully that answers, but I don't get a third party energy. James, let me do your reading. So you're a single dad. That is so cute. I know it probably doesn't feel that cute, but and let's see what your love situation is like for James. Got the High Priestess, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Cups. I'm pulling, okay, Ace of Swords and Two of Pentacles. Okay, James, so I feel like you're still recovering from something with the Six of Swords. I feel like you're still moving towards like a calmer, more peaceful place. There's two cards about moving on here, Eight of Cups and Six of Swords. So I don't know if you're still holding on to someone. It could be a Pisces with the High Priestess, between the High Priestess and also the Moon here. But the High Priestess, even though it is a feminine card, it could be that you're on a spiritual journey. Thanks, Marielina. It could be that you're actually on a spiritual journey. You're on a journey, because Six of Swords is like journeying somewhere, okay? I love the Six of Swords in this. There's a rainbow. I feel like you're heading towards like a really bright, like enlightened place, because I also got Ace of Swords. I feel like you're juggling a lot with Two of Pentacles, with being a single dad, maybe baby mama drama. But Eight of Cups, I feel like you're walking away, but you're still mourning the death of what you thought would be your person. I know that's actually sounds so sad, but But I feel like with the High Priestess, you're very intuitive. I mean, this is a feminine card, but the High Priestess is the ultimate intuitive card, okay? But it also could be like you're dealing with a Pisces. So, but I feel like you're getting a lot of clarity with the Six of Swords and the Ace of Swords, and you're like expanding your crown chakra and you're getting like a lot of enlightenment, okay? So I feel like you're on a very evolving spiritual journey, and just to keep the faith and keep trusting yourself and knowing that you're going towards a calmer, more peaceful place. And I do feel like the worst is behind you. I don't know if that resonates, hopefully. Oh, you would like to know if your ex will return. Let me see if I can get some messages from the Mystic Moon. Not a love question, but could you demonstrate how to shuffle? Honestly, I got regret. I don't know if you regret, this is to James, something that you did, but I don't, like, shuffling is very, like, reinvention, admired. I think that your ex is looking at how you've transformed from where you were maybe at, and she has a lot of admiration and respect for you, and she might regret if she did something negative, because she sees that you've reinvented yourself, and she sees you're like actually kind of a catch at this point, and I feel like she might have regret. Okay, I'm just gonna pull from the Twin Flame Messages Volume 2 and see what messages she would want to say to you right now. Now, keep in mind, all these messages are geared towards like someone who feels sort of a certain way in separation. So I'm not going to get anything neutral, but you know, they do vary in here. So will she return? James X. I've thought about reaching out to you, but I stopped myself. I feel like she has a lot of feelings about this dynamic, but she doesn't know how to approach it, and I got sidetracked. So I feel like she might also be juggling a lot too, okay? I definitely feel like she regrets what happened between you, though, and I feel like she has also a lot of clarity. I'm a Cancer female, and I feel so betrayed. Is he for real by leaving me? And the way he did it was immature. P.S. You're amazing. Okay. Cancer female. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the compliments. Means the world to me, guys. It's a gift to me that I'm able to get on here and connect with all you beautiful souls. I truly am so grateful for it, okay? So I'm gonna post some. Hello, can I know if Will going to try harder for us? Okay, Will. Okay. That's not the same person. Who is the... Janine, did you ask me a question? I'm sorry if I missed it. Let me see. Okay. Is this for me or James? Oh, Janine, ask me your question again, okay? But I'm now asking about the Cancer female and what the situation is, okay? The Star? Okay. So I feel like there's a lot of hope and healing here. I don't know if you're dealing with an Aquarius, but Four of Swords, I feel like you guys are taking space to get healing, okay? I feel like someone is gathering their thoughts, and they're trying to heal from something that happened and gather themselves. And we got a King of Cups. So I don't know if you're dealing with a Scorpio, but I feel like they might have a lot of emotions that they're not necessarily sharing with you, okay? And I've got Six of Cups. I feel like this is a past life connection, and there's going to be a reconciliation. This is pretty solid. I feel like you need to give it time to heal. time to nurture yourself, time to let them nurture themselves. But with the Six of Cups, this is definitely a kindred soul connection. The moon is here, so that's Cancer, okay? And also the moon is here. I feel like you might be dealing with another water sign, but also King of Cups is someone who has a lot of emotion, but they're not necessarily sharing it. They're very contained. And the star is here, which I feel like that's like wishing upon a star, hopes, and believing that it could happen. Thank you, Sheila. And the Four of Swords is just kind of giving it space so they can mentally gather themselves, okay? So hopefully that answers. I'm just trying to get to everyone, because Janine, I would like to know if my ex will return. Okay. Will he leave his... Okay, Janine. Will your ex return? I'm going to pull from the Cosmic Tarot. Will Janine's ex return? Queen of Wands, I got a fire sign. You're welcome, Shanna. Okay, I've got a fire sign here, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Strength, I'm not doing reversals. And then I've got a Leo energy here as well. So you could be dealing with a Leo. You got Two of Cups. That's, yeah, you're going to have a victory with this divine kind of, this is like a soulmate, okay? This is the best, one of the best cards you could get. And this is a success. So I do feel like they'll return and you'll have a very strong bond once again, okay? I don't know when, but I've got a fire sign here as well. So I don't know if that's significant to you. But Two of Cups is a great thing to get, okay? I'm just trying to answer everyone's questions because my phone is dying. Thank you, Look. Thank you so much. What a cool way to start a Monday. Looking for. Thank you. Mwah. Okay. Who else do I got? Janine, how can I know if... Okay. All right. Yeah, so that was, I think, my last question, right? Morella, did you have a question before I pop off here? I'm going to come back on, but I got to charge my phone, guys. I've been out and about all morning, so I'm really bad. Thank you. Loving your channel. Thank you so much. Will is going... Okay, can I know if Will is going to try harder for us? Okay. Is Will going to try harder for us? I'm going to pull from When Spirit Speaks. I just got this card. I'm so sorry, but this, I hate delivering negative messages, but let me get some more clarity around that, okay? You are going to have a new beginning. I don't know if it's going to be with Will. The no popped out. I'm sorry. Buffering. Let me see. I do have new beginnings, though, and this is like baby feet. So I don't know if you're going to have like a family and a baby. I feel like lessons are at play here, okay? Now, remember, energies change. I could say no, and it could... I feel like Will is very overwhelmed right now, okay? He might have a lot going on. Let me see what else I could get for that from the tarot. Queen of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot of erratic changes here. This is a Sag energy and then a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. I don't know if you were like kind of cold to him in the past or like harsh with your words, or you're a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I feel like, let me see. I don't feel like getting pregnant. Okay, but it could just be new beginnings, like in a relationship, you know? Four of Wands. Is there... I know, right? He has a court date. Do you have another person? And I do... Prince of Swords. You have a divine counterpart, okay? Because I don't know what the rest of your chart looks like. Maybe you have air, but there's Prince of Swords and Queen of Swords. So, but there's a maturity difference here, okay? So I do feel like there's an air energy that is congruent. You flirt? Okay. You might have a Libra moon or a Libra rising. I would look into your chart, okay? Because you got Four of Wands, which is like a twin flame card where you're dealing... with a divine counterpart and a very solid, like that's like the 1111 card, which represents twin flames, okay? So I do feel like there's someone, divine counterpart is like your ultimate like soulmate that you're dealing with, but you could be in like separation with them, okay? So I'm going to take one more question because my phone is dying and I don't want to, I'll come back on later, definitely, but is he my soulmate, the Cancerian, Aroha? Okay, is he my soulmate? I've got 10 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. I feel like there's been a lot of conflict and like heaviness in this dynamic, okay? 2 5s, a lot of like battles and like heaviness. He's a Cancer, but I've got a King of Pentacles here and a Fool, which is earth and fire. So we've got Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and then an Aries energy. I don't get the feeling that he's your soulmate, unfortunately, but I do feel like you're going to have a new beginning with an earth sign. Unless he has earth in his chart. But I feel like in the past, it's been very heavy between like, there's been an abandonment, there's been fighting, and there's been like a heaviness, okay? But I do feel like you're going to start fresh, and then there's going to be like an earth sign that's very stable, solid, someone you can rely on, okay? Now, remember, guys, I'm not a psychic. I can't really predict the future. I just read current energy. So this is just the energy I'm getting of what's happening now. Thank you again, James. I hope I gave you some clarity, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I got to pop off, but I'll try to get on later, okay? Much love, and enjoy the rest of your Monday, okay? Bye.